What's good, YouTube? It is your boy Big Cool coming to you from Colossal Sports TV, and I am back with another video. After getting that ass beat by the Anthony Davis less New Orleans Pelicans last night, LeBron James started to question the experience and the sense of urgency from his young Laker teammates. They got beat 128-115. This game took place in New Orleans. This is what I think their second game back from All-Star break. They still are without Lonzo Ball, who had a severe ankle sprain. He should be back probably the beginning of the middle of next month, which is March. But until then, LeBron James, Rajon Rondo, Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, the rest of those fellas are going to have to hold down the fort. And for LeBron James, he knew going in this was going to be a tough task ahead of him. First time playing in the West as a professional. You know, he's always been in the East, whether it was with the Cleveland Cavaliers or the Miami Heat. But obviously, final 4 years potentially of his career. He has big businesses out there in sunny California. So he wants to settle down and really jumpstart things off the court. So that definitely played a big role in his decision. But let's listen to what he had to say, or let's read what he had to say. How many know what's at stake if you've never been there? This is what he asked a reporter after the game in the post game interview. He said, I'm playing devil's advocate, you know. It's kind of a fine line when you talk about that because you've never been there or know what it takes to actually shoot for something like that. Sometimes you're afraid to get uncomfortable. So you got to be uncomfortable with being uncomfortable. Or so you got to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, excuse me. So I'm not saying that's what we are as a whole. It kind of looks at that way at times, that sometimes we're afraid to be uncomfortable and kind of get out of our comfort zone, kind of, you know, have that sense of urgency from the jump and not be afraid to actually go out there and fail to succeed. So, I mean, we have, 23 games left? We'll see what happens. So, I mean, pretty much, man. Pretty much, the Lakers are 29-30, 2 games behind the Sacramento Kings. For their 8th spot, and it's gonna be crazy because you got the Clippers and the San Antonio Spurs also a part of that log jam. But the Kings did beat Oklahoma City yesterday. Which makes the Lakers 2 games behind them, who currently sit in the 8th seed. And the Lakers are looking to end a 6-year playoff drought. And they thought by bringing LeBron James in, that will automatically happen. Not saying he's going to bring a world title to them his first year. Hell, not even saying they're going to get to the Western Conference Finals. But it was not too far-fetched to believe that with the young talent they got in Kyle Kuzma, Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, also with the experience of Rajon Rondo and the other pieces, that they will be able to, make the playoffs at a comfortable seed, maybe 5th or 6th seed, get to the second round, give a good account of themselves and build on that momentum heading into, the offseason where you got big free agency this offseason. Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard, just to name a few of those superstar players that are sure to get inches of many, many teams who are looking to upgrade and increase their championship potential. But LeBron James knew what he was getting into when he signed that contract. Of course, you would expect to see progression throughout the course of the year, but you got to realize that when they were hitting the stride and starting to look good and starting to seem like the young players were starting to kind of mold and start to comprehend what it is that they needed to do to succeed at the highest level in the NBA, LeBron James goes out with a groin injury and proceeds to miss the next 18 games, which set them all the way back. Even though they still had Lonzo Ball and the rest of the squad intact, LeBron James is the best player in the league, top 3 greatest player of all time, 3-time NBA champion, like 4-time NBA MVP. He's a coach on the court. You know what I'm saying? As well as, you miss his physical abilities, his IQ when it comes to basketball is second to none. And I'll give that to him. But, this is probably his way of kind of ruffling the little feathers without really saying what he want to say. You know what I'm saying? He's being mild right now. Who's to say if they lose 2 or 3 more games, if that mild manner criticism goes up to straight up, y'all need to get y'all shit together. Y'all need to step it up. Y'all need to start to grasp the concept of this. It's time to get real uncomfortable with 23 games left. It's do or die. It's crunch time. These teams ahead of us aren't about to, go away with a fight, and these teams behind us not gonna go out without a fight either. So, hopefully for the Lakers and the Lakers fans, the fanatics out there in La La Land and around the world, this message is well received from his teammates, as well as with the expected return of Lonzo Ball, their point guard, their facilitator. They can get back and start to gel, because if not, they're gonna miss the playoffs, and that is not a good look for Luke Walton, who is already under heat. People question his coaching ability. I believe Magic Johnson wants his ass out of there. It's just not a good look for anybody. When you bring in LeBron James, you at least expect to get to the playoffs. I understand you got Denver, who's been great this year. Of course, Golden State. You got the Thunder with Paul George and Russell Westbrook. You got the Portland Trail Blazers with Dame Lillard and C.J. McCollum. You got the Houston Rockets with CP3 and James Harden. So you got some teams. Then you got the Sacramento Kings with De'Aaron Fox, Bagley, Willie Cauley-Stein. Those young guys on a uptick. So it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough with the Spurs and the Clippers as well. Right now in the playoffs, it's gonna be tough for the Lakers to crack that top 8 if they don't get their shit together quick, fast, and in a hurry. But LeBron James is trying to subtly send motivate his teammates through a little public criticism, because I know he's had private conversations and shouting matches with him, I'm sure. And, he's just hoping that they can get it, that they see that sense of urgency to, pick it up and play like they want to make the playoffs, and, really just grasp the offensive system, study film, break down the tendencies of their opponents, and just go for it and give it their all, even if they fail. So I don't see nothing too wrong with what he said, but people are going to overanalyze, be overly critical because they don't like LeBron James. I'm not his biggest fan, but I'm fair and I'm firm. And I think that, he has the right to, call out his teammates and just try to really, fire him up. And I wouldn't necessarily say he calling them out. He just, getting questions, and these are his thoughts, and this is what he sees from, being with his teammates, watching film, watching them in live game action, and seeing what they can do compared to what they're doing right now. So it is what it is, man. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Make sure you drop those comments in the comment section down below, giving me your thoughts and opinions on this topic. Also, if you enjoy the content throughout the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, turn on your post notifications so you'll be notified every time I upload content. Share these videos, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, whatever social media platform you on. Share these videos and tell people to come and check out and subscribe to Colossal Sports TV. Until next time, your boy Big Cool is out. Peace.